Well, with X amount of million people here in America, it was bound for someone to try Trump. Pearson, what are you talking about? Well, yesterday, Donald Trump said this.
What the penalty is going to be, if you burn a flag, you get 1 year in jail, no early exits, no nothing. You get 1 year in jail. If you burn a flag, you get, and what it does is incite to riot. I hope they use that language, by the way. Did they? Incite to riot. And you burn a flag, you get 1 year in jail. You don't get 10 years, you don't get 1 month. You get 1 year in jail. And it goes.
And what happens? This guy, he's arrested for doing just that outside the White House. Now, people, I don't know if this was staged. I'm not feeling this. I'm not going to play it because I believe I'm limited on doing those type of things. But Forbes showed it, and I'll put it in the description. But look at what he did. He poured something on there. And then, a few seconds later, boom. Now, the police, here come the police. Watch this. Here come the police. Watch this.
And our constitutional rights. What? I'm not putting it out. I can burn it. It's my right. Executive order that President Trump put forward today. According to that executive order, I should be in prison. Second thing is to show that this president and his lackeys do not believe in the First Amendment right. You simply burn a flag within a 2-foot circle on brick, and you get
arrested. Now, the only thing I can think of is that there was a guy standing around in red and black, which means sacrifice. And I don't know what he's doing with these dogs. Let me hone in on this thing here. He got a dog with him, and I guess that's a pig. I don't know. Is that a goat? I don't know, but I know he got on the red and black, which means sacrifice. Was this staged? Did you guys see this? Little girl in the background, looks like a purple, but I'm not gonna get into the 5 C's. All but Pearson, she got on the black and white. I don't know. And he got on the Tiffany blue. Pearson, you keep saying you're gonna deal with it. People, I don't know. Is this coincidence that this guy would do something like this? Now, I covered it yesterday. Also, I covered the cashless bail. And would you believe that one of my partners in crime, 007, sent me this? Watch this here. Cashless bail. Watch this. Wordplay.
All program. Now you need to listen here, okay? All right. This no cash bail, nakash, no cash. Nakash is serpent in Hebrew. And nakash, baal, B-A-A-L. Listen, y'all don't realize how big this deal is. First, it's programming. Then, they're about to go to a digital system, cashless system. All right, people that's got $100,000, $200,000 in the bank, you won't be able to buy, sell, or trade unless you take the mark. And listen, if you don't, you're going to get thrown in jail with a no cash bail. And the only way that you'll get out of jail is by taking the mark. And y'all better get ready for what.
I don't know, people. Is he mixing truth with reality? His reality? How can I say it? How can I scratch that? Is he mixing some truth with assumption? Yes, we are going to a cashless society at some point. Yes, the Bible does say that you won't be able to buy or sell without the mark. But do you think that he's right that at some point it's bail? It's bail. And it's wordplay that when they freeze the money, I can't wrap my mind around his logic. It doesn't make sense to me. You don't take the mark, so now you're gonna get thrown in jail. And it's a no cash bail. So if your money's froze, you can't get to it. So now you're in jail permanently. And there's a whole lot of people agreeing with it, all up and down TikTok. So let's hear from the horse's mouth. Wordplay, I didn't call him a horse, I'm just saying. Listen to this.
Crackdown on crime is now going after cashless bail. Today, the president signed an executive order that threatens to pull federal funding from cities that don't eliminate such policies. Among those cities is the nation's capital.
One of the executive orders has to do with cashless bail. That was when the big crime in this country started. And I can tell you who did it, when, but I don't want to do that because others followed pretty quickly. But that was when it happened. Somebody kills somebody, they go in, don't worry about it, no cash, come back in a couple of months, we'll give you a trial. You never see the person again. And this isn't Republican, Democrat. This is, and by the way, most Democrats agree with us. But this is.
Now what I did, I looked up the one that started in Washington, D.C. Measures to end cashless bail and enforce the law in the District of Columbia, the White House. By the authority vested in me as president by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, it is hereby ordered. Section 1, Purpose and Policy, as stated in Executive Order 14333 of August 11, 2025, declaring a crime emergency in the District of Columbia. There is a crime emergency in Washington, D.C. that is impeding the operations and responsibilities of the federal government. The District of Columbia government's pretrial release policies, which include prohibiting cash bail, contribute to the disgraceful conditions referred in the aforementioned executive order, as law enforcement must arrest the same individuals multiple times, and dangerous criminals are sometimes rapidly released. This leaves such criminals free to endanger American citizens visiting our nation capital, federal workers discharging their duties to our nation, and citizens of the District of Columbia trying to live their lives safely. Nowhere in here does it say that, what this gentleman is saying. If you don't take the mark, you're going to be thrown in jail and there's cashless bail. How does he connect the two logically? Section 2, enduring warranted pre-trial release in the District of Columbia. To prevent the release of dangerous suspects based on cashless bail policies, relevant federal law enforcement agencies and officials who are members of the D.C. Safe and Beautiful Task Force established executive order going down the road. Okay, it just talks about this, people. You look, all you got to do is Google it. Just Google it. It's all there. Nothing reflects what this guy is saying. Now, here's the general one. Taking steps to end cashless bail to protect Americans. Okay, by authority vested in me, all that. Same thing. It's not in here, people. It's not in here. It takes effects within 30 days through the Attorney General. The head of each executive department or agency, in coordination with the director of the Office of Management Budget, shall identify federal funds including grants and contracts currently provided to cashless bail jurisdictions, identified pursuant to subsection. If you're a lawyer, put in the comment section, this order is not intended to and does not create any right or benefit, substantive or procedural enforcement at law or in equity by any party against the United States. Its departments, agencies, or entitles its officers, employers, or agents, or any other person. It doesn't say anything about what this guy is saying. I don't know. I'm going by the law. This guy got something totally, here, listen to it again.
Man, it's all programmed. Now you need to listen here, okay? All right, this no cash bail, nakash, no cash. Nakash is serpent in Hebrew. And nakash, bail, B-A-A-L, listen. Y'all don't realize how big this deal is. First, it's programming. Then, they're about to go to a digital system, cashless system. All right, people that's got $100,000, $200,000 in the bank, you won't be able to buy, sell, or trade.
But you got to create a crime. So is he saying it's a crime to not take the mark? Once we see it law that it's a crime not to take the mark, then I guess they can enforce it. Until then, is he jumping the gun? What a crazy world. What do you think? I'm Frenchie Pearson. This is giving me a headache. But I need you guys' help on this thing. Maybe I'll go live, we can discuss it. I don't know. God bless you.